Lizzie Allen as an overfunctioner. That means my life motto is that anything worth doing is worth overdoing. So, it's like, why share when you can overshare? That's a bit of foreshadowing. Anyway, why work when you can become a workaholic, And you can work so hard to provide for your family that you never see your family. It's good. Also, why think when you can get stuck in analysis paralysis and never make a decision about anything? Yeah. And I know some of you are like, oh, whatever, Angie. I'm an overthinker too. I'll sit down to buy a toaster, ladies. Anyway, and I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, well, do I want one with that toast bagels? Do I want one that, maybe I'm thinking about them on price? Me, I will make like a spreadsheet that compares them on 30 different, factors, including like physical dimensions, because have you seen the price of real estate? Toastage to square centimeters, that's a very important function. And then if you end up in a situation where it's like you can't solve it with an algorithm, forget about it. Like relationships, for example. So I had a crush on this girl, Lisa, for like the better part of a year. And, but she was a friend, and so I didn't want to, screw up the friendship. And so, some people in this situation might, I'll collect a couple of good friends. We'll kind of talk about it over coffee. I assembled an international coalition of friends, and I even overthought the coalition, okay? Because I was like, well, I don't want to include any friends that know Lisa, because in case it doesn't work out, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, I had people in Paris and Australia, it was bananas. Anyway, and I would overthink with them. So I'd be like, okay, so, scenario. So we got up early and we went to the gym together. And then we drove up the Sea to Sky Highway. It's really pretty. There's like, mountains and ocean and stuff. We stopped off at Squamish Falls, just like beautiful waterfall in the middle of the forest and birds chirping and stuff. It was cool. And then, we went to like a nice dinner with candles and stuff. And then she came over to my place and we like played board games and talked until like midnight. So like, what do you think that means? And they're like, Angie, you moron, what are you doing? So that's kind of, how it started. And then, if you want to know how that ended up, I have a kid. Anybody have kids? Yeah! Kids are so awesome. They're also little honesty machines. I don't know if any of you have ever asked an opinion about anything from a kid. They will tell you exactly how good you look, what the quality of your singing voice is, anything you want an honest assessment, you talk to a kid. So I made the mistake of telling my kid, who was 5 at the time, about my crush on Lisa. And I told her, under no circumstances are you to share this information. This is secret. So, of course, I'm picking Lisa up from the train station one day to come over, and my daughter's in the back. And she goes, hey, mom, tell Lisa that funny thing. And I'm like, funny thing? What do you mean? Like, that could be anything. Like, we laugh all the time. That secret funny thing? And I'm like, oh, no. So how that went is we just celebrated our 4-year anniversary. Yep. And best of all, when we moved in together, she came with her own toaster. So that was great. Anyway, thank you, babe. I love you.